All right, welcome back to Screen Print TV. Today we're going to talk a little bit more about halftone printing. Let me get my samples here. Before we get started, there's a little red button right here. Hit that subscribe button if you will. I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, I posted like a 2-minute and a few second video. That was my last video I posted of a halftone that I did, and the reason I posted that video because it was a struggle to get that screen to create a recognizable image. I'm going to show you some samples of the photos I had to work with here. I really don't want to put it back. This is one photo. This is another photo. And this was the result when I sent it through my separation software. Everything just went black. And this is another photograph. And the problem I was having was I had a low quality photograph that I was trying to work with. So I couldn't run it through my separation software. I converted to a grayscale. You notice all these are black and white because I converted everything to a grayscale. And I couldn't get my separation software to give me the correct dot frequency, dot size. So I had to manually go into my design software, which is Corel, and play with the brightness, contrast, and intensity on the photo, just to get it to the point that I can get a recognizable dot pattern of the facial features in the photograph. So that was very trying and time consuming, because when you're working with a bad photograph, and each photograph that the customer gives you is no better than the last one, and you want to do the job for the customer, so I had to find ways to make it work. So I had to manually go in and create a halftone pattern that would work to get facial recognition that would be acceptable for the customer. Now I could have just printed the photo using heat press transfers and just press it on the shirt. I really didn't want to do that because I got a local guy that does it already, and there's a lot of feedback that comes from that I don't want. So let me print the screen that I posted on YouTube. It's falling apart. Hold on, let me get found my squeegee that I used. Here we go. All right. Now squeegee here, and this is our screen. This right here is a 230 screen. I was burning on a, let me see if I find it. Here we go. On a 305 screen. This is my 305 screen. but it wasn't giving me enough of the dot pattern to give good facial recognition to who the person was. So I said, well, let me try another 305. So I tried another 305 screen. This gave me better dot pattern and facial recognition than the first 305 that I burned. But I still wasn't satisfied because it still wasn't giving me enough of the dot pattern. There was facial recognition, but it wasn't enough contrast in the face. It was still losing some of the features of the face. So that's when I had to go back into the software and manually adjust the brightness, contrast, and intensity until I got the desired effect, something that would work for the photograph that I was given. So this is the film. This is a film output here of the screen here. I'm getting ready to print, and this right here is the 230 yellow mesh screen. And what I had to do is I had to abandon everything and start from scratch by manually setting the bright contrast and intensity to give me the correct dot pattern so I can get facial recognition on the 230 screen. I had to reduce my burn time so that I can wash out enough of the dots without washing out all the dots that would put me back at where I was at in the beginning. Not enough dots in place for facial recognition. So I had to reduce that. I had to play with my burn time. And I had to go into my manual software and manually play with the settings to get the correct dot pattern for facial recognition. So I got as close as I could get because I was running out of time, and I had to get these shirts delivered to the customer because it was for a birthday party that it was having, and time was running out. So maybe I got enough screen. Maybe I got enough ink in the screen. I don't want to get any more because I'm getting ready to clean the screen after this here demo. I just want to print one here for you guys. Yeah, I think we got enough ink here to play with. Well, I'm gonna print this one shirt. And like I said, anytime you deal with ink, always check your hands to make sure that your hands are ink free, so you won't transfer it to the shirt. All right, this is our 230, and I'm gonna print the final result one more time for you. I want to talk to you. The last video uploaded, the 2-minute video, I was just printing, and I really didn't explain anything. Why it was difficult to do. It was difficult to do because it was a low quality photograph, but at each photograph that she gave me, she thought she was giving me a better photograph, but actually it wasn't no better than the last photograph I had, so I had to just take something and make it work for them. So this is the end result of the photograph on a t-shirt from a low quality photograph, converted to a grayscale, and I converted to grayscale, and then I converted it to halftone so that it will print. Another thing, I had to change the dot from a round dot to an elliptical dot also. That's another change I had to make coming to the 230 screen from the 305 to get a desired result. So okay, let's print this right here and see what we get. All right, I'm just gonna do a simple flood, and then we're gonna print. All right, and also here I'm using a processed black. Which is this here. Which is this here. It's a little bit thinner black. It flows a lot easier. It's designed to be pushed through high mesh screens. 300 meshes, the 230s, a lot of yellow mesh screens. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay. Alright. I'll hold this up to the camera so you guys can see. Okay, so here was the end result that we came up with. It was enough to give her facial recognition, and that's what we was going for. Now, I did lose a lot of detail in the hat and some in her jacket. Well, all of it in her jacket and the hat. But what I was going for was facial. Let me back up so you can see me. What I was going for was facial recognition, and that's what I was able to accomplish using a low quality photograph. And as a screen printer, you'll come across these situations where you have to find a solution, and sometimes you have to, instead of it being perfect, you have to get it good enough and satisfactory for the customer. The customer's satisfied with it. I'm satisfied with it based on the quality of the photograph that I was given. I was able to pull an image out of it that looked like the person represented. So, you know, under the circumstances, I'm very happy that I was able to pull it off. It was a difficult task. It was very trying and frustrating at times. But that's all part of the screen print life, you know. I get lots of bad art. A lot of it's just spot color that I can just redraw and convert to vector, and we're all good. But sometimes you get a photograph that's low quality and you have to find a way to make it work. And I did. So customer happy, I'm happy, and you know, that's the bottom line, that you know, that they were satisfied with the end result because they know that they gave me a low quality photograph, and I was able to at least do something with it. Okay, so right here is a little red button right here in this corner here. So if you guys will hit that red button and subscribe and leave a comment and hit the thumbs up button, thank you guys. I do appreciate it, and until the next video, I'm out.